Okay, we're given two sides of a triangle and we're asked to find the cotangent of A and the cosecant of B. So the first thing I'm going to do is you're always going to draw a picture of your triangle because you have to make sure you match up the right sides. We always have a right triangle here, and so I have A. I'm going to put A over here is 3.44, and then C is always the one across from the right angle, so that goes over here. This is B. Okay. Now, first thing I can do is I can find B, right, because I can use Pythagorean's theorem. So 3.44 squared plus B squared equals 6.82 squared. And I am going to figure out where I'll place the calculator. And so then we're going to do B squared equals 6.28 squared minus 3.44 squared. So I have 6.82 squared, which is not what I just put into my calculator, minus 3.44 squared. So at this point, I'm at B squared equals 34.6788. And then I'm going to take the square root of both sides. B equals 5.888. Or since they're all two decimal places, I would write 3. It's a 5. Okay. I wrote a 5 down here and I said a 5. 5.89. Okay. Now, one of the reasons I did this first is then it makes it much easier once I have all my sides to set up mine. So, cotangent of A. So the way it works is they're opposite things. So this has to be A, this has to be B. This is always C. So when I look at the cotangent, remember tangent, okay, was my TOA, which is opposite over adjacent. So then this is adjacent over opposite. And literally, guys, I have the first three memorized, and then I have to do my reciprocal formulas to find the other ones. That's just how I have to work it. So now that I've done this, I am going to look up this. So what's the adjacent side? So I'm up here. So this is A, right? Adjacent's the side next to it. So this is 5.89, and it's opposite. So this 3, 4, 4. So I have 5.89 divided by 3.44. And so the cotangent of A is 1.71. Okay. Now my next one was asked to find the cosecant of B, and sine is my SOHCAHTOA. So it's opposite over hypotenuse. So this is hypotenuse over opposite. So the hypotenuse, that's the easy one, 6.82. And then my opposite. So now I'm working with B. B is up here. So the opposite is this 5.89, because that's the one across from it. So it's really important that you have that picture drawn. Otherwise, it's really easy to screw it up. I put those into my calculator, and I get 1.157, so 1.16. It is important to memorize the 6 trig functions, but here's the thing, I only have 3 memorized. What I have is I have 3 memorized, and then I have the reciprocal functions memorized. And then I'm only really memorizing 2 things instead of 3, and that's how I work them. These are very much, though, picture dependent. If you are not drawing the picture, that is your first mistake. And if you send me something, I'm stuck, and there's no picture, send it right back. Draw the picture and then come back and talk to me. Because you have to draw the picture, because you can see everything's dependent on, well, what's opposite, what's adjacent, where's the hypotenuse? You cannot do that without the picture. So I cannot stress enough that you must draw the picture, okay? Don't be lazy and think you can skip it. You have to draw it. I have to draw it, and I do way more of these than you will ever feel the necessity to do in your life. Draw the picture.